Good afternoon and welcome to Eastern Lifestyle. I'm your host, Davia Pugh.
And I'm your reporter, Kaylee Riccatelli.
We're so happy you joined us today. We've got such an exciting show coming up. We'll watch a demo on water pollution at a museum in Grifton. We'll check out an awesome DIY workshop studio in Bogue. Plus, you'll find out how to get an amazing deal when you dine at this fantastic ENC restaurant. And that's all coming up soon. Now we need to get into what makes this day special.
What makes today special?
So it's World Introvert Day.
Oh, fun!
Yeah, so this just shows the love to all the introverts out there in the world.
I bet the introverts hate all this recognition.
They're like, oh, get off me. I don't want to be recognized. No, but seriously, like,
Yeah.
you know, there's introverts, extroverts, there's ambiverts, there's all kinds of different people. It just embraces all the personalities out there, and introverts to be exact.
Exactly.
So,
would you consider yourself an introvert?
I would say I'm like an ambivert.
Yeah.
Both.
I think I'm an extrovert
Yeah.
who likes to have some time to themselves.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't even say I'm an ambivert
Yeah.
because I can't go a long time without human interaction or without like meeting new people and like doing things.
Yeah.
But I can't do that all the time because my social battery runs out so fast.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a good point. Maybe I'm not an ambivert. I mean an ambivert. Because I feel like that's kind of a good point.
Yeah.
Because it's like you like being social. I love meeting new people. I love being out. And I don't need that long of a time to be by myself.
Yeah.
But I do like to be like regroup, get my social battery back up, things like that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And do you know what introverts love?
What?
Sci-fi.
Oh, true. 'Cause what is it today?
But today is Sci-Fi Day. Yeah.
That's so awesome.
So that's not a dig at introverts. It just tends to be that people who like to keep to themselves love to have other worlds to escape to. And that's what sci-fi is. So sci-fi is short for science fiction, which is a genre of media, I guess, because there's books and movies and games and podcasts and all that. And the first sci-fi book actually was Frankenstein by Mary Shelley.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So science fiction is different from fantasy. A lot of people kind of mix them up. Fantasy usually deals with like magic and the fantastical and all that. Science fiction is more of like dystopian or utopian societies set in the future based on technological advances. So those are the differences kind of between them. We've kind of talked about this before, but do you like have a favorite science fiction movie or book?
Like, I like it. I like watching some Marvel movies. Like, there are a couple that I do like.
It's just not your preferred.
It's just not, like, I'm not gonna say I have a favorite.
Yeah.
I have a favorite.
See, I like Marvel, which actually Marvel might be more fantasy than science fiction,
Okay.
since it's kind of magical in its own sense.
What's your favorite science fiction movie?
I like Star Wars.
Okay.
Like, I had watched all of the Star Wars movies by the time I was maybe like 5 or 6. Obviously, I didn't get them. I just thought they were really cool. And then I kind of just like grew up on that.
Gotcha. I've been told to watch Star Wars, so I have to check it out.
And part of what helped me learn to read was reading the subtitles when Jabba the Hutt would talk. So,
Gotcha. Very cool.
yeah.
Awesome. So while we're on the topic of art, you can view some
Yeah.
at the Aphorisms and Verses exhibit at the Greenville Museum of Art. The collection is created by Ben Shawn and Marvin Saltzman. This exhibit highlights the intersection of visual and literary art, featuring lithographs and serigraphs inspired by poets like Rilke and Ronald Bayes. Tomorrow is the last day of the exhibit, and it runs from 10 a.m. to 4, so be sure to check out this unique experience.
That sounds really interesting.
Right?
So, let me see.
Yeah, I don't know what semigraphs and
I don't know what those are either,
Yeah.
but like between visual and literary.
Interesting, right? You'll have to find out. You have to go.
I genuinely, I want to find out what that
It
is.
sounds very interesting. So
It does.
And art's beautiful. I love going to art museums and checking it out.
I always love art.
Yeah.
Like no matter what it is or whether I know what it is, I'm going to enjoy it.
Oh yeah. So at the start of our shows, we want to connect with you. If there's anything amazing about what ENC has to offer that you'd like Kaylee and I to react to, share, or know, just be sure to scan that QR code, fill out the quick form, and send us your pics and vids. Coming up on Eastern Lifestyle, it's time for science. See a hands-on demo that uncovers something surprising about our lives and why protecting it matters. Stay tuned. Whether you have a business or you're someone with an interesting story to share, you can email us at easternlifestyle@WNCT.com for a chance to be featured. Welcome back. I'm your host, Davia. Today we are at the NC Museum of Natural Sciences in Grifton to witness a watershed demo. Let's check it out. So we are here with Sam Eubanks, the education coordinator here at A Time for Science. Sam, thank you so much for having us today.
Yeah, thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, so can you please tell us what we're looking at?
Yes, this is a model of, we'll pretend like this is our Neuse River watershed, because here at Contentya Creek, the Contentya Creek flows into the Neuse River, and so we are in the Neuse River watershed. Our watershed contains all sorts of things in a community. You've got roads to get to places, you have parking lots for people to park as they go into shopping malls, there's industry in the area, farmland, construction work. Here we have a golf course, a forest area where they're doing some deforestation, and of course a nice marina and waterway here.
Awesome.
So this could be similar to any community in our area. And there's different contamination. The number one contamination in waterways is actually sediment, dirt, soil that flows away. So you can imagine if we're taking away trees from this forest, there may be a little bit of loose sediment there. We've got some sediment that could come from farmland if there's a lot of tilling happening. The number one problem for the Neuse watershed is nitrogen and phosphorus.
Okay.
And these things come in the form of fertilizers. Fertilizers that are applied to our farm fields to help the crops grow, fertilizers that are applied to our golf courses to help the grass grow. Fertilizers may be applied even in yards to help your lawn stay green. And so that's another source of contamination. Now, all of us drive our cars, or we might take our boats, or even public transportation from place to place, and occasionally there may be a leak, there might be a problem. So there may be some oil that leaks as the car is driving from their house out to the factory and back and forth. Now, a final thing we want to talk about with contamination is pesticides and herbicides. Those things are also used commonly on farms to help keep the bugs down, to help keep our plants healthy, and on golf courses to minimize weeds and bugs and anything they might not want out there.
Right.
So we've got oil, we've got fertilizer, we've got runoff from parking lots and roads, all
kinds of
sitting
things.
there waiting
Yeah.
in our watershed. And what do you think happens when it rains? I'm gonna let you show us right now what it'll look like. So here's our little rain cloud full of water. You can turn it upside down, squeeze it, and make it rain.
All right, I'm gonna make it rain. There we go.
Big rainstorm coming down.
Oh, yep.
And we can see the colors starting to show. Now, we can't always see, you can't actually see phosphorus, you can't see nitrogen, you can't see all of these contaminants. So this model helps us get an idea of what it might be like if we could actually see all of that contamination. Now again, you can't always see pollution, but if your water looked like this, it's probably not something you would want to drink.
Not at all, not at all.
All right, Davia, we are here at the Contentya Creek.
Beautiful.
Namesake for our location here in Grifton.
Okay.
You can see behind us the little Contentya Creek is a tributary of the big Contentya Creek.
Wow.
Very creative in the naming, right?
Very,
So our big Contentya Creek here flows into the Neuse River, which is the longest river in North Carolina. Wow. And so there's a lot of different places for runoff to come into this waterway. But we're at an interesting point right here where we're standing in Pitt County. Across the water right there is Lenoir County, and behind us there is Greene County. So where three different counties meet in the place where two creeks meet, and one of the longest rivers in North Carolina and one of the tributaries of that.
That was such an awesome demo of how things can be transported into our water. Be sure to keep our water clean and do what's necessary. Stay tuned for more on Eastern Lifestyle. It's time for Quick Draw, where we draw something random in 30 seconds or less. And today I'm going to be drawing.
And you're going to be drawing a champagne toast to ring in the new year.
Awesome.
And go!
Yay.
Gosh, we're in 2025, officially.
Insane.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
Gosh. I've gotten a pretty decent start to the year, I must say.
Really?
I mean, we're only a couple days in, but it's looking pretty good so far.
Yeah. We're here.
And 10 seconds. Oh, that's looking good, Davia.
Is it?
5, 4, 3,
Okay,
2,
I'm done.
1. That looks so good.
How to get the little bubbles?
Yeah, got some bubbles.
One's way bigger than the other.
But you know, it's cute. That
Thank
makes it
you.
cute, honestly.
Thank you.
It gives the glasses character.
Character, like a cartoon drawing. Right?
Exactly, and have a little tink.
I
right
love
above
that
the top.
little tink on the
It's
top
so
of my drawings.
cute. I'm Kaylee Riccatelli, and coming up on Eastern Lifestyle, check out this coastal crafting paradise for artists of all ages. Hammer and Stain Crystal Coast opened in October of 2023 as a space for artists and crafters to come together to learn, create, and share ideas. They offer classes in varying medias as well as open hours for artisans to come in and work on unfinished projects.
All right, like a year is quick to build like a little community here.
Right.
But you've already grown one, and it seems pretty tight. So tell me about the people that you have met and brought in as a result of this shop to like instruct and just do art.
Yeah, we have a lot of people that are on vacation that come in that just want to do an art project, that will come in and do a kit that we put together and give them the paint and everything that they need. We have a lot of locals that come that see a project they want to do, or just want to come in and hang out and have a drink and, you know, whatever, they bring their own things. And then I have a group that comes in that I kind of snag, that once I find out they can do something that I can't do. They're my craft people, as we call it. So you kind of have a choice when you come in. Do you want to just leave with a product? Do you want to learn how to do it? Or do you want to hang out with people like yourself?
Why do you think it's important to provide a space where not only can you learn, but you can just meet and craft with people like yourself?
This is important in this area that I learned when I was growing up. There's not a lot to do. And this gives somebody a fun place to come, just to come and hang out and talk and have ideas with each other. So we've become a pretty tight community. We offer some children's classes. We try to always do a resin pour a month. And most of the time people can, if it's not the exact project that we're doing, a lot of times we can accommodate for them to do something that they've seen but they haven't done yet, that we offer. We always do a crushed glass class, so mosaics or things like that.
Do you need to be of a certain skill level to take a class here, or could anyone come in?
No, anybody can walk in and take a class. We always make sure that everybody has as much help as they need and want. And we will have some projects in the future that will be advanced, but that will be people that have already been in and used to that project, and we'll let that know. We do let children come in. 12 and over can do resin, but we have a lot of children that come in with their parents and do some things, so that's something that we're always up to.
And so one thing that is very noticeable just coming in here is your eagerness to introduce new classes and try new things.
Mm-hmm.
Where does that come from, and why do you want to offer so many mediums and ways to craft?
I grew up crafting. That's the only thing there was to do here in the winter. So I love new things. I love to learn to do new things and from other people. And if you do the same thing over and over and over again, a lot of times it gets redundant. And this is not a job to me. This is kind of my retirement. This is what I want to do. This is what I figured out I wanted to do when I grew up. We take it very seriously. We want to be the hometown people, and when somebody walks in the door, most of the time I know their names. So, and I want people to be able to come in either with the group or by themselves and feel comfortable here.
Where can people find you to get in contact and learn more?
You can find us on the internet, Hammer and Stain Crystal Coast, and then we have a website that you can click on the website and say get tickets or whatever, and we'll have a whole calendar of everything that we have for that month.
It's time for the life hack of the day. Did you know that you can keep your tall boots upright by using pool noodles? You just cut them to the size you need and insert them into the boots, and this keeps them in shape and your closet looking neat.
That is so smart.
So smart, because you know how they can get flimsy when
Exactly.
you put them up somewhere. This just keeps them, you know, nice and sturdy and keeps their shape.
Like, unless they're like stiff boots, they just flop over.
Exactly. So this is a cool way, because pool noodles are actually the perfect size for a boot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like it keeps their form to where they can fit your legs.
Exactly. You don't have to stuff your clothes.
And they seem to always take up more room when they flop over.
Yes.
So keep them upright and they just look
It looks so much nicer in your
Yeah.
closet. Yeah, so try it out. Up next is an opportunity for great savings at one of the best ENC restaurants. But before that, let's get into trivia. So, what iconic minor league baseball team in North Carolina inspired a popular 1988 movie? Is it A, Greensboro Grasshoppers, B, Durham Bulls, C, Charlotte Knights, or D, Carolina Mudcats? We'll have the answer after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Let's see if you got this right. If you chose B, Durham Bulls, you are correct. Bull Durham, a sports rom-com, depicts players and fans of the Durham Bulls, and Sports Illustrated named it the greatest sports movie of all time.
This segment is sponsored by Gorhams Cafe.
Hey everyone, I'm your host Davia, and it's time for Be Our Guest, where we help you save money while having an amazing dining experience. Today we are at Gorhams Cafe in Farmville. Be sure to go to WNCT.com, find the Be Our Guest tab to get your $50 certificate for only $25, because they will sell out fast. We are here with Ernest Gorham, the owner of Gorhams Cafe. Thank you so much for having us.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good, how are you?
Doing good.
Good. This all looks so amazing. I cannot wait to talk about it. So let's start with the chicken wings over here.
Chicken wings are a good seller for us. It's quick, easy, and it's low cost, so it's seasoned really well, and it goes good with the seasoned fries, and it's got a good crunch to it.
Awesome, awesome. And now we have this steak.
Steak, ribeye steak
Yes.
is what we normally use for our steak, and we paired it with asparagus.
Now we have this shrimp dish.
Oh, shrimp.
Love shrimp.
Is for, yeah, everybody loves shrimp. So shrimp is normally served every day, but we do steak and shrimp on Thursdays, so we're doing it today with the baked potato and green beans.
Okay, awesome. And your menu changes weekly? Or depending
Changes
on the day?
weekly, a day, and sometimes I switch it up some for it, but
Awesome, awesome.
It changes.
Moving on to this great looking dish.
The baked spaghetti, that's topped with some cheese, so we put it in the oven, bake it for a good hour, and we paired it with the salad, which goes really well with the spaghetti, or you could use baked potato. You could choose any side that you would want with that item, but baked spaghetti is a good seller for us.
It looks so good. I love
Yeah.
cheese.
I do too. I love cheese.
Now moving on to our last dish.
So we sell a lot of barbecue, but we tapped into the turkey barbecue, and a lot of people love the turkey barbecue for the health reasons, and it's a little bit leaner meat. We paired it with slaw, mac and cheese, and some cabbage and some hush puppies.
Great, that looks fantastic as well. They all do.
Thank you. All of it looks good.
Yeah.
We kind of do some of everything, and we also have different items, our everyday items, if you don't want to have any of the dine-in part of it, and if you don't even want the everyday items, we also offer catering. So if y'all need any catering done, we are here for you guys at any time. We do offer other things like oxtails, we do the turkey wings, we also do hamburger steak, chicken and pastry. Those are some of the other items that we offer throughout the week.
Awesome. And I hear you guys have a great Sunday buffet.
Yes, we got people coming from all over on Sundays for our buffet. We generally start the buffet from 11 to 4. Our hours are from 11 to 9, Wednesday through Saturday. And then Saturday, we also offer breakfast also on Saturdays. But if y'all want to come by, we are at 3776 West Wilson Street here in Farmville. Please stop by at any time. we can give y'all anything that y'all may want or need. Or if you got any questions, try to find me much as you can. But I will be in the kitchen cooking your meals.
Awesome, awesome. Well, is there anything else you'd like to share, Ernest, about Gorhams Cafe?
Yes, y'all guys, don't forget about Sunday buffet. It's only on Sundays. Make sure you are here because we got people from all over coming. Fayetteville, Wilson, the surrounding areas, not just Farmville. So y'all please come, please call us at 252-814-4366.
Thank you so much, Ernest.
You're welcome.
And you all remember, make sure to go to WNCT.com, find the Be Our Guest tab to get your $50 certificate for only $25 because these will sell out fast.
Yes, yes.
This segment is sponsored by Gorhams Cafe.
Want to be featured on Eastern Lifestyle? Whether you have a business or you're someone with an interesting story to share, you can email us at easternlifestyle@WNCT.com for a chance to be featured. Thank you so much for joining us today. Remember to always enjoy every moment of your Eastern lifestyle. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 3. Segments in today's episode are sponsored by A Time for Science, Hammer and Stain, and Gorhams Cafe. Catch all the latest and past episodes
At WNCT.com/Eastern-Lifestyle.
Stay connected with @Eastern Lifestyle 9 for an exclusive look behind the scenes.